back to the channel. Welcome back to the channel. And we're going to do another one here. Firing up the almighty bong hit videos. Welcome in. We're here for the night talk. Settle on in. Buckle your bootstraps. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. The Federal Reserve's here to save everyone. Hope everyone's excited for that. The Federal Reserve had a big announcement. They're going to save everyone today. Incredible. And it's so hilarious seeing like the news be like, the Fed's here to save the day. When the fuck has the Federal Reserve saved any damn thing? That's a real, they can't even save their own asses right now. Anyway, I want to dive a little bit deeper into this. I've had a lot of time to really think about this over the years, and one of my subscribers, they said, they felt this way since 2008, and I agree with you, brother. I've felt the same way for over a decade now. I've never seen any evidence that really changes my mind. Actually, things that just make it worse, make me hate the system even more than I already do. But I really want to explain to everyone, if we don't all do something about this, like everyone is just kind of like kick the can on down the road. I mean, I have to. I don't want any trouble. I'm already walking on a thin line as it is in life. Probably with a lot of the rest of you, we're all kind of walking on that thin line of, well, what the fuck can we do? That's been the attitude that's held us back, sadly. But what can you do? I mean, it really is rough. Where it's very frustrating, because it's like we're at a war for souls here, folks. That most of you are going to get the mark of the beast. It's going to get you. Just the truth. Most of you are going to take it. You might not even know. We might already have had it in our bodies already. We honestly don't even know. But I feel like a lot of people are going to take it. That if we don't all stand up and do something about it, it's going to get us. I don't know when, I don't know where, and I don't know how. But on this earth, being alive on it, that's my biggest fear, is taking the mark. Because I know it's coming. I'm not sure if it's in phones. I'm not sure where it's at, but people need to wake up to this, that this world is not your friend. It's not a playground. It's not for fun and games. The fun and games are here for distraction. That if we all stood together, we could really do something to change this system. Because if we don't, this is how it ends. The Bible tells you how it ends. And I've always read the story of everyone taking the mark at the end and not getting into heaven and burning in hell forever. And I've always said, well, what can we do about it? Like there's got to be something we can do. Like in the Bible, they say to preach Jesus' word to the four corners of the earth. Notice how I say four corners of the earth, not a spear. That there's things you can, do about it. But it's like, I feel like that's not enough, because it's still a very confusing message to just preach the word of Jesus. Because, I know none of us are perfect. None of us are near as great as the Lord was. But it's like, there has to be something that we can do. Because I'm telling you right now, if we sit around and do nothing, they've already won so much, folks. I really want to explain the landscape of how things possibly are. There's smart meters on the side of your homes causing cancer every day, in every neighborhood, on every home. There's chemtrails in the air. There's fluoride in the water. It's fucking depressing, isn't it? It truthfully is. There's fluoride in the water. All the celebrities are controlled. They're all sellouts. There's satanic logos everywhere. I mean, I can't even think of them all. There's so many. Like I've showed you guys with the lightning bolt, the checkerboard floors, the Freemason hand gestures. I mean, it goes so much deeper than that, man. It really does. A history of people making deals with the devil. And half of these corporations, like NASA with a snake's tongue, NASA in Hebrew meaning to deceive. Those are the people that you trust that went to space, by the way. But there has to be something people can do to beat this system and throw all these evil men out of power that rule over us, these governments that rule over us. They need to be abolished because they will all lead us down this same path. I mean, here's another one. Look at the Coca-Cola logo. It even has 666 with a devil's tail. Disney has 666 in the logo. I mean, it's everywhere. The barcodes have 666 in them. This is the true landscape. Reptilians running the world, eating children, pedophilia, the royal family being completely corrupt. Look at the prince just went to jail. It goes much deeper than just him. It's all of them. It's no secret. I mean, even the Beatles, arguably satanic. I mean, they do the stupid little 666 with their little eye logo. We've all seen that one before. Every fucking pathetic sellout celebrity does it, from Justin Bieber to Paul McCartney. They're sellouts. They're controlling us. They have us by the balls. And it's gotten so bad that I truthfully don't know if any of us can do anything about it. I would love to see people do something about it, though, because it's obvious at this point. It's obvious we don't need governments anymore. We don't need people ruling over us. That if there's anything that rules over us, it should be the real God. It should be Jesus. It shouldn't be, or whatever the real version of God is, truthfully, in the universe. But sadly, what's ruling over us is definitely evil and satanic. It's very wicked. And I mean, it even goes back. There was a man named John Todd. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him or not. He did a video on Crosby, Stills, and Nash being warlocks and hanging out with witches. And we all look at that as an average person and say, that's so cringe. Like there's really real witches and warlocks. And it's like, no, there really is. Like evil people that do the devil's bidding. And they run our world. They control everything. And when you realize this, like that they have smart meters in your house, like they're beaming me right now with this video with radiation from the smart meter on the side of my home. And they raise your electric bill too. Add that insult to injury. But this is the landscape we're dealing with. And until enough people like myself stand up against it and say, we don't fucking want this. Fuck all of you people controlling us. Fuck all the news agencies. Fuck all the politicians. They're all liars. They're all scumbags. Fuck J.P. Morgan especially. It's probably the scummiest operation out of them all. But fuck the Rothschilds. Fuck the Bush family, the Clintons. They're all in on this together. They're all evil, satanic little fuckers. And until we stand up against them and actually do something about it, you're all going to take the mark of the beast. They'll get it in your body somehow. Unless you're going to be going away, leaving this planet soon. They'll get it in your body somehow. And you'll take it too. And there won't be much we can do. Unless everyone stands up at once and punches these motherfuckers back. Together as a team. And says, we don't want to be your slaves anymore. We don't want to work in your factories anymore. We don't want to fuel this system anymore. We want a brand new system. a brand new reset in a way where there's no governments, there's no rule of corruption ruling over people where they get to get away with everything but you don't. Now, I understand there needs to be a rule of law in the world. You can't steal from people and you can't kill people. I'm right with anyone on that. But there doesn't need to be evil satanic governments ran by pedophiles and reptilians to rule over us. That's not right. Quite frankly, I don't know what would happen even if we did all rebel. Like, would the reptilians just come out and out of the flesh suits and just kill us all and rip us to shreds? I don't know. But this is the reality we're dealing with. Like, this is the grand picture of it, if you haven't realized, of like what's going on. That the only reason it seems normal is the hypnosis bullshit. So as long as like 80% of the people aren't talking like we are right now in this video, there's not going to be any problems, because you're working 9 to 5, you're coming home, you're doing nothing to stop Satan, to stop the forces. You're doing nothing against them, so they're not going to bother you. But when you start doing something against it, that's when they'll start bothering you. Instead, they'll make you feel like you're crazy. Anyway, my point in this video is we all got to do something about it eventually. Because if we don't, they will literally own our souls. You know, and have the mark of the beast in your body. It's coming, folks. It's coming. I mean, look at Neuralink, where they already put shit into your brain. There's all, I mean, the shady vaccines that we all know were bullshit by the jab master Bill Gates, Satan's little puppet. How that guy's not in jail, I have no idea. But my point is we all need to stand up against this whole entire system and say, we want the truth. You know, we want to have our own lives. We're not ruled over by some entity forced to slave for fake cash. And until then, you'll be slaves, and they'll make the system worse and worse and worse. And they'll push new rules on you, and eventually they'll have the mark of the beast in your body. This is the war zone we face. It's for souls. It's heaven versus hell, folks. I mean, I know I'm not perfect. I know I swear, and I know I talk shit and everything else. But I feel like God would probably do the same thing. You know, where he's like, this is a bullshit system. I mean, if you were God, how could you not feel this system is bullshit? How could you not stand up and say, you know, yeah, what the people are going through is absolutely bullshit? I don't know. But my point is, stay vigilant. Stay awake to these things. The more awake you are, the less of a chance you're able to be tricked into taking something from this world, like the mark of the beast. The less, you know, they call it some new gadget that goes in your arm, you're already aware of it. Or a new gadget that goes in your forehead like Neuralink, you're at least aware, and you're not signing up like some of the sheep out there do. I've already seen dumbasses take Neuralink like you would trust Elon. I wouldn't even trust Elon with a car, let alone a chip that goes in my brain. But just be careful of what this world puts into your body, because they're sneaky about it. Everything around you is sneaky. I mean, look at all the things I just told you in this video. It's been a very slow process that they built this against you. Hell, possibly even a 5G kill grid on top of smart meters. Like I said, like there has to be something the people of this world can do to beat this system. My only solution was buy silver and constantly complain and call out news organizations that they're fucking pieces of shit supporting this system, and not accepting dollars and only accepting silver and gold, completely eliminating their fake printed currencies from your life. You know, other than that, and telling as many people as you can, show them this video, show them it's obvious. If you don't believe anything I'm telling you, go test it for yourself. If you don't believe me about smart meters, go take a radiation detector, put it up to your smart meter on your home, and I guarantee it beeps red. Guarantee it. I'll bet 20 grand that if you go and test 10 homes that 3 out of 10 at least have smart meters, if not 9 out of 10. That there might be a rare case that one of you maybe don't have a smart meter on your home, but they're almost on every home now. They're all digital meters that put off radiation and they beam for 7 miles. This is what we're dealing with, folks. It's the truth. And like I said, there has to be something we can do about it. Spreading the word of God just isn't enough. I don't know. It's just waking up mass people to push back and say we don't want any more government control, and to eventually hopefully abolish the entire government itself, because they're just monsters, man. They really are. They truly are. The corporations, the government, the whole industry machine. It's ruining our lives more and more every day. And I ask you, what the fuck are you going to do about it? What are you going to do when they try to put the mark of the beast in your arm? What are you going to do when they put the smart meter on the side of your home? If you even have a home. I mean, it's really that bad for most people. We need to push back, folks. Because you see the landscape, it only gets worse the more you don't. A lot of us have realized the truth. The good thing about YouTube is it can wake up a lot of people. Technology is a beautiful thing. It can lead people to the truth. But it's like a horse leading to water. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. And we need people to start drinking. Push back. Go to government meetings and stand up against them and call them out that they're all frauds. Have large numbers of people do this. Large numbers of people quit their jobs and refuse to participate in this system. All strong things. Holding precious metals. Refusing paper currency as anything of value. These are all strong things you can do. That it's a lot better than doing nothing at all. I can promise you that. Anyway, I wish you all the best. We'll have another video coming out here tomorrow. Yeah, that's pretty much all we got for this one. But it really should piss people off. It should get you fired up. And it really should help you get people organized to fight against it, because they will get your soul if you're not vigilant. That's the goal of this world. They want you to go to hell when you die. And, like Jesus has said in the Bible, it's a very, very narrow road, not a broad road where everyone gets in either. It takes discipline, understanding, and a true hatred for this world. But I've always thought, like, why couldn't we make this world so it is how God would want it to be, not this disgusting, despicable mess that the world is today. I don't know. Maybe it's all meant to be to teach us all a lesson of how important God is and how bad a world can get without it. I don't know. But I mean, I am here to tell you, it does not hurt to be awake to it. It does not hurt to do your research, to show other people, even if they have their heads in the sand, to complain, to call out the Fed, call out the shady government system. The more of you that do this, the more power you have. Get together, value something so it just breaks the economy. It's almost like there's a guy that does YouTube videos where he gets into, like, this douchebag that I think his name's Big Smoke or something. Not Big, I don't know. He has his stupid name, but he's a rapper. I forget. He's like not a real relevant rapper, but he started like a GTA pay to win server, and a guy like gets in it and dupes all of his money and crashes that economy. That's what we need to essentially do to this real world of like take all these bastards out of power. Take this system out back and shoot it. I've said it time and time again. But the more of you that wake up, it's a beautiful thing seeing a lot of my subscribers that are already like woken up to this whole system being bullshit. It really is. I know there's not much a lot of us can do, but it's beautiful to see a lot of you be completely awake to this, and if not, even know certain things that I didn't know. I love to see it. It's just a beauty to me. The human mind being awake to the fraud and the crimes that have been perpetrated against us all. How we've all been made slaves just for being here on Earth. And it's a beautiful thing to see a lot of you all woke to this. I mean, it really is. Especially to the full outlook of what I've explained this entire system. Maybe I've taught you guys things you didn't know already, and some of you guys have showed me things I didn't know already. That's what this is all about. Learning, knowledge, wisdom. Sharpening your mind so strong that you cannot be tricked or easily fooled. Anyway, that's all we have for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. But it's going to be interesting to see if these Epstein files and everything else makes people just snap, because it's like even the people that don't want to be awake are starting to come to the same conclusion that we've all came to years ago. And I don't know what that will entail, but it's definitely good to see more people wake up. The Epstein files help spread the word of God, of how sick and disgusting this world is, and how you shouldn't really want to participate much in it. It helps. You know, back 10 years ago, it was a lot harder to wake someone up, trust me. Now it's kind of like just an easy thing of where we talk about it like having a cup of coffee. But 10 years ago, people would fucking call you stupid or think you're an idiot. And now it is a beautiful thing that it's a different landscape. That if someone calls you out and's like, nah, you're stupid, you know, it's like you have about 50 other people be like, you're a fucking dumbass, dude. Like, look at all this shit that's happened. And you pretty much win the debate. And that's how truth stands out. That truth in the world will always shine brighter than the bullshit. The bullshit can cover up the truth for a while, you know, but it can't cover it up forever. And that's why, in my opinion, I think we're waking up to like the flat earth, the firmament above the earth, there being a dome above us, and Jesus is real. There's a heaven and there's a hell. And that's possibly the concept of what I think is being hidden, but that's just my prerogative on it. I could be totally wrong, but they pretty much lie about everything, so pretty much anything is possible to believe. I don't really fault anyone for believing what they do, but that's just my opinion of what I think is going on. That really is the Great Awakening. Everything else has been covered up by lies and propaganda. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one. We'll be back tomorrow in another video. Hope you enjoyed the night talk. But like I said, we're all stronger together than we are divided. That's all we have for this one. We're out.